It's December 3rd, 2023. We're over in the kind of, I guess this would be the West Fork of Bear Canyon, or one of the forks off the west side of Bear Canyon. Bear Canyon is over in the next valley over before you get to that skyline there in the far distance. There's a big valley there that we can't really see from here. That's Bear Canyon. And La Quinta would be, the community of La Quinta would be there at the kind of where the wash of Bear Canyon comes out towards the Coachella Valley. And we're on one of our geo hikes, and we've been following the Coyote Canyon fault, and it's come through. There's a saddle back in here. It's come through there, and then it's gone under this kind of, there's some granite wash that's come and covered up some of the outcrop here, but then the fault reappears down there in this little canyon below me. And there's also this break and slope that you see that's probably about 8 or 10 feet high, and the fault tracks right along the base of that break and slope. When I first saw this, I thought it was a mining road, an old mining road that was dissected up, or maybe a ranch road. But I followed this thing further out beyond this location for some distance, and the road idea doesn't make any sense. And it's got the same, this break and slope follows the canyons. In other words, it kind of dips down to these canyons and follows that fault, and really the trace of that fault as it dips to the northeast, which is off to the left there. So I actually think this is a fault scarp from a prehistoric earthquake. Now, the historic record out here is pretty short. It's only a couple hundred years. So it's possible that we had a large earthquake and it ruptured the ground here, 300, 500,000 years ago, and this is a remnant of it. But if it is that, it's not mapped. The fault is mapped. The Coyote Canyon or La Quinta fault is mapped, but it's not mapped as an active fault, which would be if we could show that there was evidence of geologically young surface breakage along it. Anyway, it's an interesting feature that could use some further study. And I showed it, at least the images, and to Tom Rockwell, who's a professor down at UC San Diego, who specializes in tectonic geomorphology, and he agreed. He thought this might be an old surface rupture on a prehistoric, from a prehistoric earthquake.